I greet you in peace. My name is Kimi'Sung. Welcome to Black Vision, an art appreciation program. I've had a lifelong love affair with visual art. Starting when I was a little girl growing up in New York City, where art was alive in the city. Galleries everywhere, easy access. I'd attend gallery openings, visit art museums anytime I wanted. And I even worked with an art firm in Soho when I was a teenager. And oh, how my appreciation for the visual art grew as my education about it grew. My appreciation for the people who create art has grown exponentially over time, and I'd love for yours too as well. Share with family, friends, colleagues, and especially the children. My hope is that they will gain an appreciation at a young age, just like I had the opportunity to. Art can change our world because you get to see what other people are thinking and feeling. It's just beautiful. Edward Mitchell Bannister, a Black Canadian born on November 2nd, 1828 in St. Andrews, New Brunswick, Canada. His father was a native of Barbados, West Indies, his mother of Scottish descent. Mr. Bannister is identified as African American. In 1848, 20-year-old Edward Mitchell Bannister relocated from Canada to Boston, Massachusetts, and studied art at the Lowell Institute. He also became a painter at the Boston Studio Building. Mr. Bannister, recognized as a pastoral painter, was a student of the French Barbizon style of painting, which promoted realism in art emerging in the 1830s, and later grew into what is called American tonalism. Tonalism is an artistic style that emerged in the 1880s when artists began depicting landscapes. His painting titled Under the Oaks was accepted into the Philadelphia Centennial Exposition of 1876, of which he received the first place bronze medal amidst controversy over he being African American. Mr. Bannister passed away on January 9, 1901 in Providence, Rhode Island. To learn more about the life and art of Mr. Bannister, we invite you to visit the Smithsonian American Art Museum. Joseph Yoakum, a self-taught landscape artist of African American and Navajo ancestry, was born in Ash Grove, Missouri in 1890. After traveling throughout North America, Asia, Europe, and Australia,
Mr. Yoakum reportedly began documenting his memory in the last 10 years of his life through use of his skills in landscape art. In 1971, Mr. Yoakum was given a one-man show at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, and in 1972 at the Whitney Museum of American Art, also in New York City. He passed away on Christmas Day in the year 1972 in Chicago, Illinois, and left behind the gift of over 2,000 pieces of art. To learn more about Mr. Yoakum's journey and to view more of his art, we encourage you to visit the Art Institute of Chicago. Robert S. Duncanson, a renowned American landscape artist who, like Joseph Yoakum, was self-taught. Mr. Duncanson was born in 1821 in Seneca County, New York, to a Scottish-Canadian father and African-American mother. His father moved the family to Michigan when Robert was a teen. There, he worked in the family business, doing carpentry and house painting. In 1840, Robert Duncanson relocated to Cincinnati to develop his passion as an artist. Soon, he was recognized by Nicholas Longworth, who commissioned him to travel to Europe and to create paintings for himself and his wealthy neighbors. In 1848, Mr. Duncanson was commissioned again, this time by abolitionist Charles Avery, to paint the Cliff Mine, Lake Superior. In 1849, Robert Duncanson established an art studio in Detroit. Later, he traveled again to Europe and throughout North America, creating paintings of the landscapes. Mr. Yoakum passed away in Detroit, Michigan in 1872. To learn more about Robert S. Duncanson and his art, we encourage you to visit the Hampton University Museum as well as the Smithsonian American Art Museum. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, click subscribe at the end.